Assuming we're going to play in a similar style next season, are you worried that you maybe Baselli coming back? You've got Rodrigo, you've got Salmon. Is it going to be a difficulty keeping all these people happy with predominantly just one striker?
So we play with 3 strikers, you know. Yeah. People think about 1 striker. We play with 3 strikers.
I said predominantly. I know.
Now, what's important is to have as a strong squad as we can. Being happy or not, that for me is very easy because I don't make the decision. The way we train and the way we work, football makes the decision. Whoever performs well plays, and it's very easy to keep people happy. I would rather have extra numbers than be very weak. But remember that we had 24 players available for the Stoke game. I don't know how many clubs that they were fighting to avoid relegation. They had everyone fully fit and desperate to play. And that, I think, speaks volumes of the characters and the mentality that we got around the football club. I've seen many clubs that when the things are going against you and you really need to knuckle down and work hard, you got between 5 and 6 injured players and problems here, problems there, and people that they're not prepared to give that all and put their careers at stake. And I had my problems where to select 18 players out of the 24 on Sunday, which is magnificent.
How do you feel about thought of Swansea coming up, Roberto, and do you take credit for it? And I guess another question would be, how do you feel about Scott Sinclair and how he's done this season? Any regrets over that?
No, I think Scott Sinclair has got exactly what he deserved. He needed that. He needed to go at championship level. He needed to play 40-odd games and really fulfill his potential. It just last year we couldn't really give him time for him to develop. But we always saw the talent that he had and the quality that he's got as an individual. I feel now he's ready for the Premier League and he'll have a massive impact. And Swansea is just the same way. When I work at Swansea, all my decisions were short-term to win games, but long-term to try to get Swansea City in the Premier League. The group of players are all there. They haven't lost anyone. You got players that they gave debuts at 16 that they're starting to be important. We got something special. I'm not saying that is my credit to get them promoted. I think Brendan Rodgers found a winning formula with that team. But I think a football club, I've got too many people that I love down there, and they work really hard. That they deserve to be in the Premier League.
They might forgive you then as well.
Well, that's I'm sure they'll look back and they'll think that maybe we did a better job than they thought.
I'll just go back to the fan base and stuff. Have you never thought about, like, if it's been said before, I apologise, getting like a big pre-season friendly against like a big Barcelona or Real Madrid if that was possible? Obviously you've got a Spanish thing there, and obviously it would attract 25,000 for a pre-season friendly. They might come back again, the youngsters who come for that game.
We tried in pre-season. We did a little bit of experiment. We brought Real Zaragoza, which is a good tradition in La Liga, and we wanted to see what was the reaction from the crowd. If it would be more fans, if it would be just us, and the reality was just us. And then if you want to take someone special, let's say Barcelona, Real Madrid, it'll cost you £2 million to bring them over. So is that worth it? I prefer to invest on our fans and invest on our team and produce games like West Ham. If we don't bring fans back from that West Ham game, it doesn't matter what you want to do, you're not going to bring them in. And I don't think we should be worried about the things we cannot control. I'm quite happy with our crowds. Maybe we can shout more, we can be more aggressive in our atmosphere at home, but I don't think extra numbers would make a big difference. I don't know how Jonathan sees it, but
it'd be great to fill the stadium and have a full stadium every game, but we do what we do, and you know, we're working hard to achieve that.
I think from a fan's point of view, people always criticise the empty seats and the fact that we don't have any fans, but we don't really care because we are there. So we're not that bothered. We couldn't care about the people who are not there, really.
I think you can get caught up in it and worry about it too much, and it is what it is. When you look at where we've come from, the progression that we've made, the increase in the attendances, and the fact that we've got empty seats, we'll say so what. I think in a few years' time we will have a full stadium, and it won't matter.
It's going to take a generation, isn't it?
I think it is, yeah. I think it is. And look at what's happened
So
in the
born-
last generation,
yeah.
the last 15 years.
Born and brought up as Wigan Athletic fans.
Yes, yeah. Well, people will, that's all they'll know, that it's a Premier Division side, and that's all they'll have grown up with. So, which is very different to what we grew up in.
It's funny, I remember us all talking when we got in the Premier League, we said it'll take 10 years of being in the Premier League to get a decent fan base, and not one of us thought we were going to be in for more than 12 months anyway. So it's incredible really to think that we still have this argument about whether we should be getting more people in.
It is, and you know, to have 10,000 season ticket holders, you know, go back in time, and that's incredible, the growth we've had. So long may it continue.
Do you find it disrespectful though when other teams' fans are saying that, and you look at the fans we've got, and it's a bit unfair on us that we're named with being poor?
It's something you can't control. You know, you can't control what the other fans think or what their opinion is, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, does it?
I think you should galvanise our football club. You know, whatever they want to do, the opposition fans or whatever, you should galvanise us and get us even more closer or together, and make sure that we are as good as we can be with what we are. I went to watch Stoke a few weeks back, and it was amazing to see how they were singing "We are a rugby team and we don't care and we score from throw-ins" and things like that. And you think, you know, if they can have a laugh about it, and that probably makes them what they are, and they can be as strong as they can be, you know. And it's a fantastic example. We shouldn't be, you know, worried about the lack of the amount of empty seats. I don't see it.
Does it bother the players?
No, I think a player coming out in a full stadium, it really gives you a great feeling. But to come out, for example, at Stoke and have 1,400 fans screaming the way they did, I'll guarantee you they prefer that rather than having 4,000 and they were just quiet and just giving their voice, which is a big difference. I think we are what we are, and we need to take advantage of it.
I think away games, it does make a difference, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
well, Blackpool, that's a great one. Blackpool following, we should have that in every game.
Yeah.
I don't think it shouldn't be any different. While we are in the Premier League, I would accept you go into the Championship, you're a little bit disappointed, you're down. Yes, in the Premier League, every game is an opportunity to make history for us. We should have that atmosphere in every game, and it really made a difference. In the warm-up, the boys came back into the dressing room. They were just so pumped up just because of the atmosphere that we had. We should realise that, you know. We should realise that, because we haven't beaten Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, or Arsenal away from home. That itself is an achievement. That's like winning a trophy. We should, as a football club, send massive group of fans there and make it a special occasion. Because I want to beat them away from home. That has to be the target. And it seems that we're taking it for granted. Well, we've been 7 years now. It's just, you know, we'll see them. It's a unique occasion.
What do you think about players using Twitter then, Roberto? And is it something you'd ever go at?
No, not for me. I've got no time for that. But no, it's a real issue, because the players, they think they finish training and they're not players anymore. They go home and they become human beings, and then they use this social networking, and they still represent the club. They represent the dressing room, and it's a very, very dodgy ground. And we've made them aware. I think we got great characters, and in that respect we got no problems. But I think it's a big concern. You cannot express yourself freely as a human being. You always are a footballer, and you represent too many institutions, and it is a concern that they have to be responsible of what they say, because obviously you've seen it. Many players, they got charged by the FA. It's a ridiculous situation. You're really open and really exposed, and we have to be careful with that.